Hello, and welcome to Sharpening Your Math Skills. Part 1 of today's lesson will be focusing on the parts of a circle. What is a circle? A circle is a closed figure made up of points that are the same distance from the center of the circle. Now we could add to this definition the phrase two-dimensional shape. Is this a circle? No, because it is not a closed figure. It is an open figure. There is a gap along the edge or circumference. What about this object? Is it a circle? Well, at first glance it may appear to be a circle because the edge or outside border is perfectly round like a circle. However, this is not a two-dimensional figure. It is a three-dimensional object, like a marble or a ball. The technical name for this object is sphere. Therefore, it is not a circle. Is this a circle? Well, it is a closed figure and two-dimensional. Let's explore a bit more. Every circle has a center, whether invisible or visible. Let's label this center point T. And since a circle is always named by its center, we will call this circle circle T. One part of a circle that we do not normally refer to is a chord. A chord is a line segment that has both endpoints on the circle. So let's add the endpoints and call one A and the other F. Now we will connect the endpoints with a line segment. We have just created one of an infinite number of possible chords for circle T. Because the endpoints are labeled, the name for this chord is chord AF, or you could say chord FA. Notice the line segment symbol above the letters in its name. This is very important. Chords can be drawn in any direction. Amazing, eh? We will now add a chord to this circle and call it chord GU or UG. Make sure to include the line segment symbol above the letters in the name. Another part of a circle is called diameter. A diameter is a special chord that passes through the center of a circle, so it needs to be in agreement with the definition of a chord. A diameter is actually the longest chord of a circle, and like a chord, a circle contains an infinite number of diameters. Awesome! The diameter illustrated here is called diameter GK or KG. Another part of a circle is radius. A radius is a line segment that connects the center of the circle with a point on the circle. Let's add a point on circle T and label it L. Then connect the endpoint with the center using a line segment and name it radius TL or LT. A radius can be drawn in any direction from the center of the circle. Look at the illustration and notice that the radius of circle T is exactly half the length of the diameter, and technically there are three radiuses shown here. Although we shouldn't say radiuses, we should say radii. Radius is singular, meaning one, and radii is plural, meaning more than one. Now there is your very short English lesson for today. There are three radii shown in this illustration: radii TL, TK, and TG. This means that a diameter is made up of two radii which are connected end to end and are, of course, straight. How cool! If a radius of a circle is exactly half the length of a diameter, then obviously a diameter of a circle is exactly twice or two times the length of a radius. Let's suppose that radius TL is 2 centimeters in length. If this is true, then how long is diameter GK? 1 centimeter, 4 centimeters, or 5 centimeters? Yes, you're right. The answer is 4 centimeters. Wow, you're good. Now let's review the parts of a circle, shall we? All chords, diameters, and radii contain 2 endpoints. Keep in mind that endpoints are shared sometimes. We like to share, don't we? Also remember that the length of a circle's diameter is twice the length of a radius, and that radii is the plural form of radius. It is now time for a brief quiz. Match each mathematical term on the left with its correct definition on the right. Number 1. A radius is either A, B, C, or D. Correct. C. A line segment that connects the center of the circle with a point on the circle. Number 2. A chord is either A, B, or D. If you guessed A, you are right. A line segment that has both endpoints on the circle. Number 3. A diameter is either B or D. These are becoming more difficult, eh? Yes, B. A special chord that passes through the center of a circle. And number 4. I bet you will never guess this one. A circle is, of course, a closed figure made up of points that are the same distance from the center. Very good. Okay, let's see what you can remember. Take a look at circle H. There are several line segments with endpoints illustrated and labeled. What part of the circle is line segment SV? Very good, a chord. What part of the circle is line segment NZ? Excellent, a diameter. What part of the circle is line segment HP? Awesome, a radius. Finally, what part of the circle is line segment HN? Yes, a radius as well. Hey, you're pretty good at this. That one was a little bit tricky. Now let's see what else you can remember using the same illustration of circle H. If radius HN is 5 centimeters in length, how long is diameter NZ? Correct, 10 centimeters. If diameter NZ is 18 meters in length, how long is radius HP? You got it, 9 meters. Now that would be an incredibly large circle. Great job. In part 2 of parts of a circle, we will talk about the circumference of a circle and how to create a circle using a special tool called a compass. Thank you for joining us today on Sharpening Your Math Skills.